Hi, hello, and how do you do? We all welcome you. This is where we sing and play and learn new things each day. Hi, hello.
Hello everyone, hope you all are good and safe at home. Welcome back to the educational channel. Dear students, today we are going to start our new lesson that is called The Emperor's New Clothes. Unit 8, lesson number 8, The Emperor's New Clothes. In this video, we are going to study about reading the few paragraphs, new words and explanation. This is the part first of the chapter number 8. Here you can see the list of meaning of new words. You can take the screenshot and write it down in your test English notebook. These are in your textbook. You can refer your textbook also. Okay. So without further delay, let's get started. So here you can see, before going to start reading, you should keep your textbook in front of you and put your finger and also listen carefully. The title of the chapter, The Emperor's New Clothes. This is the story of an emperor who loved beautiful new clothes. His only interest in life was to dress in expensive new clothes, so much so that he had a different dress for every hour of the day. He did not care about his soldiers, nor did he care about governing his people. He went to the theatre not to watch a performance but to show off his new clothes. He went for a ride in his carriage not to meet his people and solve their problems, but to display his new clothes. It was because of this peculiar habit of his that he had become an object of joke amongst his people. Instead of saying the kings in court, the king is in court, which would have been true for any normal king. It was said of him, the king is in his dressing room. So, by reading, you understood few words, is it? Few things. So, this is the story of a king who had a peculiar habit. Was that a peculiar means here? Strange habit. Which was the strange habit? He wanted to wear beautiful new clothes for every hour of the day. And he was keen interest to purchase and wear new, very expensive new clothes, to dress up new clothes. That is the peculiar habit of the king. So that he did not care about his soldier. Always he was in his dressing room. So every time he is in the dressing room, so people are making him joker, as a joker, seeing him as a joker, as an object. It is an object. He is an object. Because of that peculiar habit, he become joker of that people, his people, which country he is ruling. In that people who are living in that people, the people was saying that instead of saying to the king is in court, they are teasing him, our king is in his dressing room. So, because he is always spending time in dressing room, who? The king, is it the emperor of that country. And if he wanted to meet, govern means here rule, to see people, his country people, to ask any problem, to see, and if he went to the theater, then he did not want to interest in watching the performance and interest to asking the problems of the people. He wanted to show off his new clothes. So that's the why he is riding in the street in his carriage and meeting the people. Not to solve their problems, he wanted to display his new clothes. Is it clear? So that is the peculiar habit of king. Emperor means king. Which was that peculiar habit? To wear beautiful new clothes every hour of the day. Dress up very expensive new clothes every hour of the day. We too have an interest to wear the new clothes, but that much not, is it? So you too are children also very interested to wear the new clothes, but this emperor was very keen interest to wear the new clothes. Is it clear? So next one paragraph. This city which the emperor ruled was always humming with activity. Visitors used to come from far and wide just to get a glimpse of the emperor. One day, two swindlers arrived, pretending to be weavers. They informed the king that they could weave the most magnificent cloth imaginable in brilliant colors and patterns. Moreover, the fabric had a magical quality to it. It would be visible only to those who were not full and were fit for the post they were holding. The incompetent and stupid people would not be able to view the fabric. The city. So in the second paragraph, here humming with activity means always be full of activity, always be active in that ruling. So visitors means other country people, other country emperor, far and wide means from the very distance, they will come to get his glimpse means to catch his sight, to show them, but see the emperor dress up. So they do not want to interest to talk with that emperor, is it? And they did not want to see his ruling, how he is ruling the country. They didn't interest to see that one, but they have to get the glimpse of emperor, means to catch the sight of glimpse means to see his dressing. So one day what happened? The two swindlers means here someone who cheats, is a fraud. We can call frauds. So two frauds means someone, the people who cheats to other. So for them we can call swindlers or frauds. Though two people arrived, two frauds arrived in the palace, emperor palace, and they are pretending means they are acting, they were weavers. Weavers means who prepares the cloth, new cloth, who prepare new dress. They are pretending as a weaver, and they informed the king that they could weave the most magnificent cloth imaginable. So they were said to the emperor, we are the weavers, and we can make magnificent, we can create a cloth very very nice and also brilliant colorful clothes we can make. So, and also that fabric, which fabric we have, that fabric has a magical quality also. What was that quality, magical quality? Do you know? So, those swindlers, two swindlers said to the emperor, we have the fabric that would be magical quality. What was that? They said that it was the fabric was very magical. How it is? It was that fabric visible only to those people who were not foolish. Who are not foolish, for them that fabric will be visible and were fit for the post they were holding. And who are the fit? Means very strong, very strange, very strong people and very brilliant people where they can see that fabric. That is the magical of that fabric we have, which we have. That fabric has magical quality. So this one stupid, this one, and they said that the two fraud people said that it is we can identify the stupid people, and it was who are the stupid people and incompetent people. For them it is not able to see that fabric. The stupid people and incompetent people would not be able to see the fabric. So that is the magical quality that fabric had, is it? So that they are the fraud and said and impressed to the emperor. Is it clear? Okay, next paragraph. The king was very impressed. It would be wonderful to have clothes made from that fabric. This way, I would be able to discover all those who are unfit for their post. I would be able to distinguish the wise men from the fools. The emperor immediately sanctioned a huge sum of money and ordered the weavers to start their work. So when they have said all that magic of the fabric, and they were impressed to the king. So that king was become very interested, impressed, wondered, and he said that I wanted to wear that cloth which you made by that fabric. From that I can identify, to distinguish, to recognize. I am able to recognize wise men in my country people from the fools, and I can able to identify search who are the unfit people in my country. So he was become very curious, and suddenly he immediately he ordered a huge sum of money and given the order to weavers to start the work. Their work means to prepare new clothes by that fabric. Next, the impostors set up their looms and started their work. They bought the finest of silk and the purest of gold, which they hid away in their bags as they pretended to work on the empty looms late into the night. So when king given the order to them weavers to start the work, they started and they set up the loom. Look at here. Loom means here to make the fabric. The thread we can make the dress, clothes by thread, silk thread and purest gold thread. We can make clothes from the looms. Is it? In Kannada we can say नेयो, नेगिल, नेगु, नयो वस्तु. And they are pretending as in the empty loom, pretending as in at night they are making the clothes from that gold finest silk. And next, the emperor was curious. He wanted to know how for the work. So they are working in that loom, but king become very impressed, curious to see that one. Their work, how they are working, how that what fabric. So, but he was a little uneasy. He remembered the peculiar quality of the fabric, that it won't be visible the foolish people. Not that he doubted himself, but just in case. He was not doubt of that what they said, but he wanted to. He was very curious to see that one fabric, which won't be visible to the foolish people. Peculiar quality means very strange quality of the fabric. He wanted to see the strange quality of the fabric. So that next, when he could wait no longer, he decided to send his honest old minister to the weavers. He will be the best one to tell me how the materials looks, for he is a sensible man and no one is more worthy of his position than he. The king reasoned. So he could not wait for a long time, so that he decided to send a honest old minister to the weavers where they are working. He decided to send one of the honest minister from him. He wanted to send to the weavers to see that fabric, and he honestly can explain to me how was that fabric. So he sent and looked at the materials. Next, so the good old minister went to the room where the two impostors were working, and he got the shock of his life. He couldn't see a thing. The weavers invited him to take a closer look at the loom. They pointed out the intricate patterns and the magnificent colors. The minister got even more confused. He could not see a thing. No one must come to know of this. I will never admit that I am unable to see the material. When the weavers postered him to say something, he said, "Oh, it is the magnificent, the very best. The very best. What a pattern! What a colors! I will be sure to tell the emperor how delighted I am with it." So when the emperor decided to send anyone honest minister from him to the weavers, and he sent and he went to that room, the old minister, good honest old minister went to the room where that two frauds are working, and he became shocked because he could not see anything with any thread, any silk, any gold silk, any thread there. And the weavers, the frauds, invited him, and they pretending to come welcome. See how it was colors, how it was, they're pretending as point outing to the patterns and magnificent means very most beautiful colors, showing, they're pretending as a showing to that how it was this one. But that minister got confused. He could not see anything there, nothing, any thread, and any is moving that thread and making that loss. But no one must come to know of this. I will never admit that I am unable to see the material. And he had decided that himself, no, if I said I couldn't see anything, it become I am a fool. Because before they have said that that fabric could not, that fabric had the magical quality. Who are the stupid people? They could not be able to see the fabric. So if he admitted his true what he want, he was not unable to see the material. If he admitted the truth, then he become fool. So that he did not done like that. So instead of that, he said that, oh, it is magnificent, it is very beautiful, very nice, wonderful, it's very best, and what a pattern, what a color. So he is telling and he is appreciating very impressively, very means it's a telling lie, he is telling, pretending as a lie. And it was sure, I will be able to sure to tell the emperor how delighted I am with it. So it's a very nice fabric, as you said, it's very nice. Simply he is pretending as acting as a I am impressed by that fabric, but he didn't see anything there. Who? That old minister. Is it clear? Next paragraph. 2 more weeks went by. The king sent them more stock of silk and gold and silver thread. Then he sent other officials as well to observe the weaver's progress. They too were shocked as they could see nothing. There was not a single thread upon the loom, but they too pretended as if the fabric was coming out beautifully. So 2 more weeks went 2 weeks also. They are working there, they are preparing the clothes, and the king also sent more fabric, more silk, gold thread, silver thread to add that to cloth. And also he sent middle other officers, other ministers. He sent other ministers also, soldiers, to observe that weaver's progress, weaver's work. Then they too become shocked because they could not be see there. They couldn't see anything there. So but they prepared. Oh, that fabric was coming out very beautifully. They too pretending, they too telling lie. Yes, yes, my lord. Yes, king. It's very nice fabric. Very beautifully it's coming and making the clothes. Next, the impostors were clearly enjoying themselves. They applied for more money and the king happily sanctioned it. One day, they announced that the fabric was complete. 2 other statesmen went to inspect it, and they too lied to the king. They advised him to have clothes made out of that fabric and then exhibit them in a grand parade. So the impostors means the frauds. The frauds were enjoying in that room, which room they are allotted to prepare the clothes. They are enjoying themselves, and they are getting more money. And the king also has sanctioned more money, because to which minister he is telling, he was sending that room, they everybody telling lie to the king, and they said that yes, my lord, yes, king, it was very nice fabric. They are making the very well clothes from that. And one day they announced that who? Impostors. The swindlers means where 2 frauds are announced that yes, your clothes, that fabric was completed and you can you can wear and that fabric you can wear and exhibit to the every people in front of your country people to exhibit. And the other two statesmen went to inspect it. They too lied. So lastly, when they said that it was completed, that fabric was completely prepared, so you can observe. And then two other statesmen, very famous men, he sent to see that they too lied, they too told lie to the king. And they advised him to, yes, king, yes, emperor, it was fully prepared. You can wear that fabric and exhibit them in a grand parade. Then the swindlers stayed up the entire night just before the procession was to take place. Everyone could see that they were in a great rush to finish the emperor's new clothes. They pretended to take the material from the loom. They cut in the air with large scissors. They sewed with needles without any thread. Finally, they announced before the cooks could crow, "Behold, the clothes are ready for His Royal Highness." The swindlers stay up. They stay up the entire night, and they too pretending to making the clothes, shirt, to making the that new materials to wear dressing, to wear the emperor kings. Those are all they are making and cutting with large scissors, just like they are pretending to preparing the cloth, new dressing. I hope you understood today's paragraphs. This is very nice story, and we will continue remaining paragraphs in the next video. Now take down the homework. Write the meaning of new words in your English notebook one time and read the whole lesson and the meaning of new words 2 times. Is it clear? Okay, we will meet in the next video. Till then, goodbye. Take care. Thank you, my dear students.
Thank you.